Hello and welcome to the weather update. It's April 19th and the day started off with a little bit of sun and then the clouds, as I expected, kind of just won out. And now we've got some clouds and even some light rain, sprinkles, and even some sucky drizzle. That's right, drizzle. I was hoping that most of the night would be dry, and I was kind of disappointed when we started getting a little bit of that drizzle around 6, 7 o'clock already. We weren't supposed to see any wet weather until later. But as usual, that's what we got. Looking at the radar, you see, there's some of these. The radar is not picking up on the drizzle, but there's definitely drizzle out there. It's not a great night. It's got that nasty feeling like we had yesterday, pretty much. So looking at what the day was like today, I'll just show you what the day was like today. First of all, last night we are getting a tease. You started seeing breaks in the clouds, the moon, and then but today turned out to be fairly overcast, except in the morning. Fairly just overcast day, So, yeah, but we should see improving weather as we get into the weekend. Looking at the weather map, you see we've got a cold front that is approaching. Yeah, there's a little bit of a low that's going to develop along that front that might enhance some precipitation in the overnight hours. But after that, we should finally be in a dry stretch where we're not going to deal with any more of this damn wet weather because we're all tired of it. I'm tired, especially me. So let's look at what we got going on outside right now. You can see kind of on the cool side. Temperatures are in the upper 40s and upper even mid 40s out east. And you'll see here. Let's see if some of the airports are reporting drizzle. That one, Islip is not reporting drizzle. Let's see, Farmingdale reporting no, they're not reporting drizzle either. But it's drizzling out there. What about JFK? Yeah, they're reporting mist, so they are reporting some drizzle. So you can see, the air is getting moist and getting that drizzle because you get that, just damp feel in the air again. After things were a lot better earlier on. If we go look at what the day was like at Islip, you'll see earlier on we had dew points that were down into the low 40s, even some upper 30s, but you can see the air has gotten moist, and that is why we've got the mist around. Or we can call it drizzle, whatever the heck it is. I hate it. So mid-50s for highs. That was it on Long Island today. Even cooler than that out. It's a 49 out in Orient Point there. But generally mid-50s across the entire area. Even Jersey, just mid-50s everywhere. Lows, looking at the lows, mid-40s generally for lows. However, I guess there was some more clear sky over Jersey because it looked like they got a little radiational cooling in Ocean and Monmouth County, and they got into the upper 30s. So let's look at our statistics for the day. And for today at Islip, the high was 55, the low was 45. High was 5 degrees below normal. However, the low is 3 degrees above normal. So that puts us just 1 degree below normal for the day, so fairly close to normal. Central Park had a high of 60 and a low of 46. They were 2 degrees below normal at Central Park. So slightly below normal, but fairly close to normal. Tomorrow, it's actually going to wind up being a lot warmer than today. So let's go back to the satellite, and we'll just go to the loop of the whole country here so you get a chance to see what we've got going on. You can see that there is high pressure that is building into the plains, although I still see a decent amount of clouds around throughout. The only area that seems to be really clear is Florida and the southeast, and of course Arizona. Flagstaff. Probably another beautiful day for them. Have one beautiful day after another in Flagstaff. But anyway, let's look at the models here going to the weekend here, and you'll see that we have that rain chance, that front, and then after that, fair weather for the weekend. Fair weather. There's going to be a low that's going to be over the southeast, but that's going to stay over the southeast. All we're going to see from that is clouds on Sunday, and that's it. So it will be dry for the weekend, but we got to get through the overnight first because we're going to be dealing with some rain then. And I know we don't have the full HRRR in for this, but we'll go ahead and look at that rain developing here, and you'll see here that that rain the front's kind of just washed out over us, and you can see the rain develops in the morning. You'll see some rain, and actually HRRR seems to be slower with getting it out of here, and now we're going to be dealing with rain at least for part of your Saturday. Yay! So at least the early afternoon, and then it finally moves on out. It's just a very slow-moving front. Not surprising because we never have fast fronts anymore. And then after that, though, we're done with the rain chances. That's it. Will be dry through the weekend, and then this will be the next system. System is going to wind up staying to the south, I believe. So we shouldn't see any rain from that. We better not. Let's look at our dew points and wind flow. So you'll see that the air kind of just moistens up a little bit. You see that we got the southerly flow. Thus becoming a southerly flow to begin. So you have that southerly flow. The front actually doesn't move through until now. It's not going to move it through until the afternoon. So that's going to enable it to get a little warmer tomorrow, I think. And then you'll see the fronts come in. And then by Sunday, you'll see we'll have more of a northwest to west wind, drier air moves into the picture. For temperatures, probably not going to drop much from where we are now, mid-40s. And then tomorrow, we're going to warm up because we have, again, that slow-moving front, and that's going to get us into the 60s. I think we'll have temperatures probably in the low to mid-60s across Long Island, maybe 65 to even 70 in New Jersey. And then it will get much colder by Sunday night. We're going to have temperatures drop into the mid-30s. And then Sunday, we don't go all the way out until Sunday, but Sunday we'll have highs generally all the way in the mid-50s. So we'll get into the mid to upper 50s. It'll be cooler on Sunday than it will be tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a warmer day. Looking at the GFS, you can see our GFS not quite as gung-ho as the HRRR with the temperatures. And that's because these models have different timings on the fronts. So I guess we'll go to the NAM next. And the NAM 3, and we'll go to, this is the 18Z run, but we'll go and look at so you'll see here's the NAM. The NAM's a lot quicker. You notice that it developed some more showers, like almost later on. There could be a pop-up, just maybe some instability over. I don't think that's going to be much of anything, but I think most of the rain chance are going to be earlier on. The HRRR and the NAM seem to disagree on the timing of this, but this is an old run of the NAM. It's 18Z, so it may be slowing it down. So just keep that in mind that, the afternoon is going to be better later in the afternoon, after 2 o'clock, if you want to avoid any rain chances. It's not going to wind up being that much rain from this. Total accumulated precip on the NAM is very little, and the HRRR might be a little more than that. It's generally going to amount to a quarter of an inch or less, probably. So it should not amount to all that much as far as the rain goes. We'll go to the skies next. RGEM actually seems to be a little more impressive with the rain. Yeah, it looks like it brings more like maybe a little more than between a quarter and a half an inch. So the RGEM is actually a lot wetter. So I'll show you the RGEM. I usually use this for the skies, but you can see, it's got some. Don't be surprised if this happens, because we always overperform. You could have around 10 o'clock on Saturday some heavy rain over Suffolk if the RGEM is right. Let's go to the FV3, which is a high-resolution version of the GFS. And you can see it's looking a little more like the HRRR does. All right, so it's definitely it's actually just the 0Z run, but you can see it definitely has some more of that rain lingering into your part of your Saturday. So unfortunately, yes, part of your Saturday will be wet. As far as a completely dry weekend, sorry, we can't do that. But by the afternoon, it should improve. So let's go back to the RGEM and look at the skies. So obviously, plenty of clouds tomorrow again. By the afternoon, we might actually get some breaks of sun, perhaps. Perhaps we might actually become at least partly sunny for at least after 3 o'clock in the but there'll still be plenty of clouds. And then what's going to happen is Sunday, we're going to have these high clouds start streaming in from that system off to the south. So Sunday, we'll have plenty of clouds. But just to give you a Monday preview, those clouds do get out of here, and we should have better conditions by Monday. So as far as the skies go. But Sunday is going to be your better day, I think. It'll be cooler as well. So just a better air mass overall on Sunday, I think. So I think that's going to wrap up this Long Island weather update for you. Not certain if I'm going to do one tomorrow night. Usually I take Saturday night off, but we'll see. It depends on how much rain we get. If we overperform on the rainfall, I will wind up doing another update, but probably not. So anyway, enjoy your weekend, and we're tired of the rain. We really are, but we do have a dry stretch. It's taken forever to get here, but we are going to have a dry stretch coming up this week. We're not going to deal with any rain, and we're going to talk about that on Sunday night. So have a good night.